The international break is still ongoing, but that isn't stopping the news coming out from the green side of Glasgow. In today's video, we'll go over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours, but first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Moy Elyounoussi and Kristoffer Ajer are back in Glasgow and declared they are back in town on Instagram, as Norway are set to take on Scotland at Hampden. The duo are no strangers to Hampden. Kristoffer Ajer was part of one of the most successful spells in Celtic's history, while Moy's first season at the club resulted in a treble. Ajer scored the winning penalty in the quadruple treble final in an empty Hampden stadium against Hearts. The pair will line up against Scotland tonight, but Moy couldn't resist announcing their arrival on social media with a green love heart. Moy now plays for Copenhagen and was part of the team who beat Manchester United in the Champions League this season. Ajer continues to excel with Brentford as the club continues to pinch above their weight in the English Premier League. We do hope that they're on the losing end tonight at Hampden, which would be a rarity for both. Amid the Asian Cup and the resultant potential absences of frontman Kyogo O and Dyson Maeda, Celtic will have no fit first-team strikers available for the beginning of 2024. This has led to many suggest the club needs to bring in another centre-forward. In his latest Daily Record column, Sutton quashed his idea. He said, "There's a clamour for another striker if Kyogo and O are away, along with Maeda. It leaves Celtic with a huge hole up front. But are they going to splash the cash to bring in someone who is going to play second fiddle to Kyogo and perhaps hinder the development of O? I doubt it." Sutton also spoke of Lawrence Shankland links and said, "Some people have chucked Lawrence Shankland's name into the frame. Forget about it. There are enough people trying to hawk him to Rangers, and it remains to be seen if they can even afford the Hearts striker. Celtic can afford him, but he just doesn't fit the bill. That's not to say I don't rate him as a player. It's got nothing to do with his apparent alliances either. He would probably score goals for Celtic, but are they going to spend maybe £3 or £4 million on a 28-year-old backup? Highly unlikely. Celtic will likely not splash out the cash on what will eventually be a third-choice striker in January. That doesn't stop them exploring the loan market though. Getting someone through the door on a 6-month loan deal who can make an instant impact would be ideal for Brendan Rodgers and co. No reports have surfaced yet over potential January striking targets for the Hoops, although one imagines it won't be long before there is. Summer transfer target Sidney van Hooijdonk, son of Celtic legend Pierre van Hooijdonk, has indicated a potential openness to leaving Bologna in the upcoming January transfer window. Van Hooijdonk has experienced a challenging season at Bologna, struggling for significant playing time under coach Thiago Motta. Despite high expectations following a successful loan spell at Heerenveen, where he scored 16 goals in 32 games, he has yet to start a league game this season, mostly making appearances off the bench. Speaking to Corriere dello Sport, Van Hooijdonk expressed his contentment with life at Bologna, but emphasised the importance of playing regularly for his career growth. He hinted at a possibility of a January transfer, but reaffirmed that he was happy at the club. He said, "I'm fine, I'm at a good team and I like life a lot, but I have to do what's best for my growth, for my career. I also have to play." In football, things can change quickly. There are 2 months left until January, and who knows what will happen. Now, there is Joshua who is playing a great season. Do rumours about my possible transfer bother me? It is normal when you don't play. In the last year and a half, I've played a lot and also scored a lot. In my opinion, Bologna isn't the same as when I came here 2 years ago. Everything has improved. The level, everything. We'll see what happens. Both Kyogo and Hoyanga Oya are expected to participate in the Asian Cup. Van Hooijdonk emerges as a potential option for Celtic. There will undoubtedly be many options that the scouts are watching, but it is certainly an interesting transfer link from the summer, which could re-emerge in the coming months. Just like every year, Celtic have released some brilliant behind-the-scenes footage from their Christmas advert shoot. The advert itself was released on Friday lunchtime and has gone down well with the fans, especially the comical clip of the dust being blown off Brendan Rodgers' book at the end. It was also a great message throughout the ad, especially as we live in these challenging times. The behind-the-scenes video, which runs for approximately 8 minutes, offers fans a glimpse into the making of the main Christmas video, featuring interviews and insights from players and staff. Brendan Rodgers had said filming the advert brought back great memories of his first stint at the club, where he was involved in 3 adverts. Fran admitted that he was scripted to win the game with Brendan Rodgers, and if he not had been, he would have lost to the men's gaffer. We also got to hear from Callum McGregor and Greg Taylor, who are quite experienced with these shoots. Celtic winger Yong was one of the number of players who joined the club in the summer. The South Korean international signed from Gangwon FC in the K-League. He came to Glasgow with high reputation. So far he has shown the flashes what he can do. The 21-year-old didn't start off too well at Parkhead, although he has found his feet lately and come into form. Pundit and former Hoops frontman Chris Sutton thinks this is due to Brendan Rodgers' influence. He said, "We knew Yang could dribble, but he's starting to produce an end product, and no doubt Rodgers is working on him. He's got great feet and tremendous pace. Now he's starting to play with his head up. He's got the ability to cause defenders real problems." The winger bagged his first goal in green and white last weekend against Aberdeen. In the match, Yang caught the eye. With Dyson Maeda out injured, he has a significant opportunity over the coming weeks to nail down a place in the team and show what he can do. So far, the 2022 K-League Young Player of the Year has done himself no harm, and the spot seems to be his to lose at the minute. Celtic defender Liam Scales will be disappointed that his Republic of Ireland side suffered their latest defeat away to Netherlands on Saturday night, but he came through the 90 minutes with personal credit. Scales lined up in a central back three supported by wing-backs as Dutch boss Ronald Koeman fielded an elite attack of Wout Weghorst, Cody Gakpo and Xavi Simons. Weghorst's goal after 12 minutes was enough to secure their 1-0 victory that they needed to confirm their qualification for next year's Euros. That came as a result of some ramshackle Irish defender when Nathan Collins fended off by Weghorst far too easily, who turned, sprinted and finished with a plum. Ireland faced severe pressure throughout the rest of the 90 minutes, but Scales showed bravery and defensive resilience to help prevent a heavier defeat, with goalkeeper Gavin Bazunu also playing a significant role. The 25-year-old made some crucial interventions during his qualifying fixture, perhaps most notably to turn away a tricky Denzel Dumfries ball into the box in the 35th minute that had Wout Weghorst waiting to pounce for his second. Overall, he had 70 touches of the ball, and his distribution was mostly crisp and accurate, with 89% completion. In contrast to his Celtic performances, however, he didn't get much opportunity to progress into his opposition half. He won 6 of his 9 duels contested, all of which came on the ground. He successfully won 4 of 5 tackles, made 2 interceptions and a clearance. There was one worrying moment in the second half when he clashed heads with Simons. For a moment, it looked as if he may have to go off, but he got back to his feet and soldiered on, as the Irish further frustrated the Dutch. As Scales and the rest of the Irish defence tired, with their teammates pushing for an equaliser, there was a fair bit of space for the home side to exploit, but Southampton goalkeeper Bazunu was there to hold firm. The Celtic man, whose FOTMob rating came at 7.1, has done his chances of winning more caps in an Ireland shirt no harm at all, even if Ireland decided to part ways with Stephen Kenny and seek a new manager at the end of the disappointing qualifying campaign. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on the January transfer window, and should we make a new striking addition? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have a Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.